Hi there, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. My name is Kendra, and I live in Washington State, about an hour from Seattle. I am a recovering homeschool mom. That's supposed to be funny. I have 4 grown boys and 1 grown girl, and let's see, I lose count. There's some grandchildren in there, and the newest one is 6 months old now, almost 7 months old. And the eldest is up there. He's up there in age, I think 18 now. So anyway, today's thing is going to be an open collab. It's an open collab with Southern Country Living, and the people over there are Calvin and Marie. They're empty nesters, and they are the sweetest couple from Georgia, and they do lots of day in the life and recipes and just really good, yummy food. So it's supposed to be comfort foods, and I am going to make, even though everybody has had it and everybody probably has seen every recipe, I'm going to try to do a few things different. My favorite comfort food is potato chowder, but today I'm going to make potato, corn, ham chowder. We'll see. It's got all the carbs. No carb was left behind. Which is funny because Calvin from Southern Country Living is backing off on the carbs, as should I. But, you know, don't want to get crazy today. I hope you'll go over there and show them some love after you watch mine. Tell them where you came from. Say, hey, Kendra says hi, whatever, you know, and see what they did for the recipe today. And I'll link them below. See, what else do I want to say? Let's see. I'm a retired birth professional. I'm married. My husband is a radio and communications officer on a Merchant Mariner cargo ship. Don't blame me for your supply issues. I'm a dog lover, specifically all dogs. I love dogs. I'm still very new, and I need a lot of grace because I'm not real smooth yet. You know, I'm not down with putting the words along and I just got music, and the music I chose for my last video was, I don't need to talk myself down. Y'all can do that for me. So anyway, live in Washington State, an hour from Seattle. Did I say that? I think we should just get right on to cooking, and I'll show you first all of the ingredients that I have laid out that I'm going to use, and then you'll see as I go along and prepare it. And I hope you'll try that recipe. It's really kid-friendly too. And I'll show you the different ways you can make it kid-friendly or not. You know, if you don't have children, or if you have children and they're just not picky. Mine were not picky. They pretty much ate what Mama put, you know, before them. Thank goodness. So that's it. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera. All right, here we go. Here's my collab edition to send to Southern Comfort Living. This is potato, corn, ham, chowder. There's lots of goodies in it. So, first of all, I use a pan about this size most of the time. I need to get out of doing that because a lot of people aren't here that used to be here. And we'll start over here. So, you want to put in a fat. You can use butter. You can use olive oil. You can use bacon. I like to use all 3. But if you have something, you know, that you're missing here, just use one of the 3 if you want. I put in a small onion. If you have children who are not, you know, happy with onions, you could just use not organic, what am I saying? Just minced onion, dried minced onion. And these will kind of disappear as they cook, and they won't even know what's in there. But if you think they still will know and you still want onion flavor, go on with onion powder, or don't use onion at all. I've got 3 stalks of celery about this size. Put it in my hand. About this size of celery, and I mince it pretty small. So after I get my bacon all cooked nice and crispy in the bottom, little oil, little butter, I put in onion and I put in celery. I get that all nice and browned and give it some love. And then after it's got brown bits on my onions, I will add a little bit of better than bouillon roasted chicken base. This is my favorite. I just put in some water and got it melty because it's cold. It's kept in the fridge and it's solid. Not like a bouillon cube, but kind of a creamy solid like cold butter. And so I put that in there, and I degrease the pan, not degrease. What do you call that when you get the brown bits off the? I can't believe I can't think of it. But you take a wooden spoon and you get the brown bits up, and it adds lots and lots of flavor. Then after I'm done doing that, I'll throw in about this much garlic, and you can use fresh garlic, minced garlic, garlic powder, whatever kind of garlic you want, or no garlic if garlic bothers your tummy or your children, or some moms that are breastfeeding their babies feel like garlic messes with their milk. It didn't me, but you know, you be you. Some people like Johnny's seasoning salt in theirs. I particularly don't care much for it because I like it to have what I like. You know, this isn't my favorite, but it is a lot of people's. Then after that, I will add in ham. And I didn't save the bag. Oh well, this is just that minced ham you can get in a little package. I always keep 2 or 3 of these in the fridge. I like them to use for like omelets or soups or fried rice, whatever. You know, it's just nice. It's prepared. It's already minced tiny, and it's great. So then after that, I used in this case 2 bags of these Petite Gold, and I chop each one in about 4 pieces. They're not very big. They might look big here, but they're not. So put all of that together, and as soon as these potatoes are fork tender, not mushy at all, because you want them to still have a little bit of bite to them, then I'll cut back the heat way off, and I'll add a can of cream-style sweet corn. The reason I use this kind is because it's what I have. I don't like sweet style cream corn on the dinner plate, you know. I like regular, just whole corn, sweet corn. But this works well. Hush, please. This works well in your soups and your chowders. Finally, when it's all done and cooked together and everything's ready, I'll give it a splash of whole milk. To make it, you know, nice and white. Bring that up to almost a boil. You don't want to boil it. And I add, maybe 1/4 cup of this instant potato stuff, which instantly will thicken it up. It's wonderful stuff, and it's tasty, and it's cheap, like 99 cents. Well, used to be 99 cents at dollar stores. You can find it still at some stores for that much. So I'll show you as I go along, bits and pieces. I hope I remembered everything. Here we go. Here we go. It's got olive oil, butter, and bacon. I just chopped off a bit, you know, end of the package. I went and got another package of this diced ham so I could show you what I was talking about. You usually find these near, you know, egg cartons and the breakfast type foods. So that's what I keep on hand. Also, we're down to bacon and the butter, oil, everything, and then getting that nice and crispy, not crispy, but some color on it. After that, I'm going to put this in, and however else much liquid I need, I'll use water to add to this bouillon, and the potatoes to get them going. Okay, this is coming together nice. Right now we have everything in this pot except for some broth that I'm about to pour in, and I'll add more if I need it. I need it to just cover the potatoes, and I'm going to kick it down to real low and let them get soft-ish, not too soft, before I put in the thickener that I use. And I don't salt or pepper this until it's done, and I have a taste because there's salt in bouillon, salt in potatoes, you know, the mixed kind. There's salt in this, so let's just see how it goes before we over salt it and make it a bad news. Okay, I just covered with liquid, and then as soon as this gets to simmer, and I'll watch it really close to make sure it doesn't get too soft. After it's simmering, I'll add the last actual ingredient, which is this to have it thicken. And then after it's off the fire and I know it's, you know, okay or not, I'll add salt and pepper, not before, like I said. And then I'll show you how we top it. So here you go. I just put some of this Idahoan instant potato and stir it up. The potatoes are just now soft, so they won't be mush. And as it simmers, it'll thicken. And I'm going to get some whole milk and drop that in there. So not a lot, just a little. There. Give it some creamy texture. I think I'm going to use some half and half. Hey there. So the soup chowder is done now. I'm going to chop up just the green ends of these spring onions or green onions. I wonder what you call it in your area of the country. I call them green onions, but I think in Oklahoma we call them spring onions. Anyway, these are some good looking onions because lately probably because of winter, they've been kind of anemic looking, and these are big. I'm also going to get other toppings, put up a bowl in a plate or plate a bowl so that you can see what it looks like as the final finish. Can you all see these hearts? Look at that. There's a heart and there's a heart. I've never seen that happen before, and I just thought it was sweet. Too bad it's not Valentine's Day, but it's close enough. Hey, here we are. I'm done. I've got the chowder in a bowl, plated up, ready for toppings. I've got oyster crackers, goldfish crackers, chopped green onions, shredded cheddar, and then there's plain crackers, saltines for anybody in the family who would rather not have, these oyster crackers, but I think they're good in chowder. I want to thank Marie and Calvin, both from Southern Country Living, for allowing me to be a part of their collab. It was fun. It was only my second, and I just enjoyed myself thoroughly. Thank you, thank you. I hope that if you like this kind of thing, I do grocery hauls, recipes, day in the life, shopping, consider, subscribing and saying hi. I always talk back. I'm here. I love to chat. Have a great, great Friday. Mwah.